2019 has to go down as a vintage year for retirees from the World Game. Just look at the star-studded cast of those players who called time on their careers this calendar year. Ali,
yeah,
for a bit of fun.
Yeah, a bit of fun. Is that how you have fun? All right.
Fun. Give us your top 5 all-time players. Can be whatever criteria you want. Favourites, achievements, accolades, caps, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, out of these.
All right. I want to start with Arjen Robben at 5. Now, he could have been higher in this list. Here's the thing, though. There was an opportunity for him. Breakaway against Iker Casillas, 2010 World Cup final. Did not score the goal. That could have changed the dynamic and the rhetoric about the Dutch, about the Spanish national team, about the dynasty of Spain, and about Arjen Robben himself individually. Now, still was a dominant player with Bayern Munich and an incredibly talented player, and a guy that you knew exactly what he was going to do and still you couldn't stop it. It tells you a lot about the things that he was able to do out on the field.
Won 12 league titles across 4 different countries, including that fantastic treble with Bayern Munich as well. But yes, I completely understand where you're coming from with that one. It was that Higuaín moment, right?
Well,
for Argentina.
No, look, it's just, it could have taken it to an entirely different level. And you said my criteria, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely.
Hey, there's not much separating this player, so therefore I have to find nuances. Yeah, that's my analysis.
I love that.
Nuance. Okay. Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Okay.
Now, won everything there is to win. An incredibly talented player in the midfield, good passer of the ball over the long distance, a true box-to-box midfielder, a guy that was able to read very well where he could appear late in the 18-yard box and finish the chances, but also was good enough to defend in tight areas. Intelligent, smart, very, very clever with the ball at his feet, and a very good reader of the game. I think sometimes goes underappreciated in the things that he was able to do as a player for club and country.
Yeah, won 8 titles like Robben did with Bayern Munich, and had a fantastic career all round. World Cup winner, of course.
Yes, world champions. You see what happened there?
Yeah, I see. Nuance.
Yes, exactly. Now, going against my nuance, because he didn't win a World Cup. Samuel Eto'o, and it's about goal scoring. This game, as much as we like to talk about everything else, this game is about scoring goals, and this man did it with the best of them, and at very different levels in top teams around the world. He was successful with both club and country, and won everything that there was to win except a World Cup. But with the Cameroon, people don't think about this, that he was an African champion as well, and so. There's a lot about Samuel Eto'o that you like, and it's just the consistency of scoring goals in every team that he went to. Individually very good, very skillful, and just a goal scorer. And in a game that is based on scoring goals, well, it doesn't get much better than Samuel Eto'o. Oh, but it does. Fernando Torres. Now, we like to think of Fernando Torres as to what he became late in his career. And what he was late, and people like to mock him because of that. And it was embarrassing at times, and he wasn't the shadow of the player that he once was. Well, the only reason that the fall was so steep was because Fernando Torres was at the very height, at the very top of the mountain. When he was at his best, he was the best out-and-out striker in the world. In a crowded world with top strikers, he was the best. A combination of power and skill and goals, and everything about him in a team that didn't quite fit his needs in that Spanish national team, he stood out because he was something different. Fernando Torres, again, let's not forget what he was for a couple of years there with Liverpool, which then brings me to number 1.
Okay.
Who's playing the balls to Fernando Torres?
Yeah.
Now, very few players around the world have an opportunity to have an impact on the game like Xavi did. He, alongside with Iniesta, changed the way the game was perceived around the world. Him and Iniesta, both with Spain and Barcelona, everybody wanted to be Spain. Everybody wanted to be Barcelona because of the way that they play. And everybody made the mistake around the world and say, well, we're going to be like Barcelona. No, you're not going to be like Barcelona. Well, we're going to be like Spain. No, you're not going to be like Spain because one of a kind. A guy who controlled the game, the pace, the rhythm, the passing, in a manner that people wanted to emulate that, wanted to become that, and would come up short because the talent level was too high. Unassuming, a guy that perhaps just kind of worked behind closed doors, that people didn't really kind of see what was going on. Well, in the end, you saw what was going on because of his ability to maneuver the game in the way that he wanted to play it and the way that Barcelona and Spain wanted to play it. Again, one-of-a-kind player.
If you were to talk about all-time greats, would he make your top 20, your top 10? One of the best minds to ever play the game?
Well, it is one of the best minds to ever play the game. And now you're getting into a very convoluted discussion because then it's more criteria and more nuance. But of what we have here, this guy stands out because him, alongside Iniesta, changed the game and the way the game was played.
Yeah, just a couple of points elsewhere. Wesley Sneijder, all-time record holder for the Dutch. Claudio Marchisio, of course, who had a wonderful time bringing Juventus back in their renaissance. Robin van Persie didn't have the success at Arsenal, finally won the league title and did that wonderful work playing in 3 World Cups. Peter Cech, all-time clean sheet record holder in the Premier League, and what a career he had. So,
hey man, stop taking away from my list.
But these it's hard to argue against you, but I'm sure we'll find lots of people who will. Let us know, as always, at ESPN FC. Thanks for watching.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.